We have finally managed to fix it. Hello and welcome to the first Final Fantasy X stream. So, as promised, we are going to go and do the SS Liki battle for, well, as long as we can. Time to talk to Yuna. I hope my screen catches up. That delay. Blah blah blah. Some stuff we don't want to see.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Checked. My father. His name is Checked.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back.
Ooh.
And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jekt came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jekt 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here. Are you not?
And this stupid thing died. Well, I have to restart my PlayStation because there was a power outage. And we are trying that again. Just skip through this. Well, I know what I'm going to do with the video on demand part of this. I think I'm gonna cut this up a little bit, so people don't have to watch 2 times the same thing.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
So blah blah blah. We've already heard that. We know that Waka doesn't believe because
I believe you.
Waka is a bit hard in the head.
I've heard in Xanarkin there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jacked. Who's that? It's my daddy. Daddy issues.
My father. His name is Jack.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
that Jecht came to Spira.
But
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here. Are you not?
She has a point. She has a point. Ooh, boss music. Ah. You're not gonna say okay. Yeah, he says like,
What do you think you're doing?
oh wow,
Oh boy.
that desync. Okay. So he says if families live in Kilaka, then Waka goes on something like, yeah, stick a harpoon in it and we'll get all dragged under. And then he asks for forgiveness to Yuna. Yeah, I don't know why, but my PlayStation, it has its quirks. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Rakuiken? Rakiken? I'll just call you Raku. Yes. And here comes the fun part. Let's start the battle. The technical and endless battle. So I'm just gonna attack a few of them so everyone kind of gets set up and gets AP. And there we go. So every time we kill all of the sinscales, Sin will just send out new ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Kimari, Waka and Tidus in battle. And I'm just gonna spam cheer with Tidus, so the attack is maxed out. And we can just one-shot the sinscales so they don't hurt us. And Sin just goes left and right. Yeah, they're like... Yeah, we have to attack the fin now, but we won't. Not yet. And if someone gets low, I'm just gonna switch out that character for Yuna so she can heal. So now it's time to set up. And we go with one cheer. Oh, and if you want, now is like the start of the Q&A-ish part of this video. So if you have like any thoughts or anything that you think that I should do in this battle, you can just type it and yeah, kind of ask me pretty much anything. And if I don't want to answer that, I'll just say that I don't want to answer that. I'm not gonna go around the bush or anything, because that was the idea of this entire battle, to make this an AP grind. And if you want to, you can get to know me more. I don't have haste yet, and I have a gigantic delay on the stream and the chat, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. So yeah, it's I've been slacking with getting the AP up front, because yeah, I also don't have Prey on Yuna to make the healing easier. It's just my characters are so basic right now. Oh, first overkill. Nice. Second overkill. Ah, the glorious AP. Also, I've forgotten how many times I've cheered, so I'm just gonna do it a few times more to be sure that we're on max. Let's do one more. I do wish that I had like the second overdrive for the, well, I have to say Slayer, but yeah, for Veil 4, because I think that one would just straight up one shot the Finn. And another overkill. Nice. I also hope that the audio isn't too loud. And yeah, I think that's mainly because my headset is a bit louder than usual. And I've gotten a bit offset because Streamlabs wasn't recording the video, but it was taking the audio and it was way too loud. So I hope audio is okay. And another overkill. Yeah. And another one. Let's just get that warrior overdrive mode on everyone. Maybe that's a goal to work to. Just get the overdrive modes. Warrior and Slayer. Yeah, Slayer again. Yeah. The overkill items do stack. If at the end of the battle, I don't know what the overkill items are, but for instance, if they drop spheres as normal items, and they drop potions at the end, and I get like 99 overkills, I would get the 99 potions. So in that regard, yes, it does stack. Or at least it should. I think yeah, because we get the AP for all of the sinscales, I do think that the items also get add up together. And if it doesn't, it's not really too bad, because sphere hunting, while majorly a Final Fantasy 2 thing, 10-2 thing, yeah, the spheres for the sphere grids, it's not really such a hassle to get. I kind of know which enemies to well, hunt for. Not that there's much hunting for, but yeah, I know what I need to kill if I want to skip mobs. I should have also kept track on how many I killed, just for the lols of it. I do wonder though how many enemies you have to kill to get the warrior, and the, well, warrior is just hurting, but we're just one-shotting them now. So how many we have to kill to get the warrior and the slayer overdrive modes. Somewhere in my mind it says kind of like 1,000 for warrior to attack them 1,000 times, but that seems a bit too much, and 100 times seems a bit too little. But on the other hand, I don't know if this game is done by speedrunners. Do they even get different overdrive modes? Because they tend to skip all the battles and stuff. So yeah. This is such a silly battle. I don't know if it's like intentional that they put it in to be like able to farm it endlessly, or if people just like experimented so they could like get overpowered as soon as possible to like create the mods that they use for the games. Because I know that there's like this nightmare mod, and I've seen like a few hours of playing time in it. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play that. I'm way too casual for that. Yeah, and here I was wondering that that my characters would take damage. Yeah, I believe that it was an oversight as well. It's like a cool mechanic of the game, but yeah. Well, hello, new Gundam Gaming, my friend, my buddy. I tend to have not that much of patience. If I were to put my girlfriend at the microphone, she would be like, yeah, he's like all no patience at the moment. But yeah, for something like this, I mean, I saw the potential. Like, make a live stream and make the AP grind. I don't know. It's like the best of two worlds. I can interact with the people I like, and like me, hopefully. And I get to play my game. And this is kind of mindless, so yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's the best of two worlds for me. Hello, Narcs. glad to see you're here as well. Yeah, getting all the overkills now. Well, since Raku made me so interested in the items they drop, I'm quickly gonna look that up. What their overkill items are. Let's see. So the common drop is a power sphere, and the rare drop is a power sphere. So, well, technically we couldn't know if they do it, but they actually drop it, I guess. Yeah, well, that would be a sight to see, like being born and a blue dude with a spear comes running at you. Well, at first sight, I think that would be. I think the fact that he kind of has a lion's head. Yeah, if he puts the spear first, that would be. Yeah, I think you had like a trauma from baby phase. But the blitzball, yeah, that's also an annoying thing. Although I didn't really like Kimari and the Ronso tribe in general, their appearances. The first time that I played the game, I couldn't really get into their lore and stuff. But when I look back now, I think it's like, yeah, I think the design is quite nice. They are humanoid, and they are like lion/cat-like in the faces. So yeah, might be a ripoff from Elder Scrolls with the what's the race called again? The cat race. Yeah, I can't get on the name of that. But yeah, I think their designs are quite cool. And as they serve as protectors, yeah, he has a good role on that. And then Waka. Oh my god, Waka. I always loved his hair. That's like his trait. But yeah, Waka. He's a very, very dense guy. Yes, the Khajiit. Khajiit. Such a weird word to say. Well, wouldn't it make them like magical unicorn Khajiit? Because they do have a horn, although that the one of Kimari is broken in half by his brethren because they were dickheads. So yeah, you have that. Ah, that sequence when he switches, it's so loud in my ears. We need more. We need more. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look up the overdrive modes because I'm also curious in that. Search. Overdrive modes. Ah, warrior. Oh, okay. So it even depends on the character that you want to have it on. Okay, so Kimari is like the odd duck out. I have to agree, but he kind of yeah, his overdrive says it already, but he was supposed to be like the blue mage of the game. Well, sort of the blue and the red mage of the game. So yeah, I don't know why they like gave him Supernova. Supernova is, it's a good move, but there's also better moves like that. I don't know. Yeah, Waka is so stupid. He looks Riku in the eyes and he doesn't even realize that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Slayer, for the spoilers, by the way. But he looks her in the eyes and he doesn't even recognize the fact that she is an Albed. Oh, brother, definitely. Brother is... I think brother is like the most stupid guy ever. I mean, Kimari isn't dumb. He is just quiet and he really assesses the situation and kind of handles the way that he should as a guardian. But brother is like retarded, like big time. Especially, yeah, for the people that played Final Fantasy X too. Oh my damn god. Yeah, well, New Gundam, that is, I'll bet that is the language he's speaking. I don't know if the I'll bet even understand him, but it translates nicely when you have all the primers, so I guess he does speak nicely and they do understand him, so I don't know. But yeah, the reaction that Waka learns that Riku is Albed, it's like, dude, you know this. You should know this. Also, how Titus also like totally flags it and is like, yeah, she's an Albed. She helped me out a bunch. And he's just like, oh, the more the merrier. So yeah, even that part, it's like, oh my god, Waka, how dense are you? Yeah, brother dances a lot in that game. He is when he hears Yuna and dance in one sentence, he just starts dancing. And yeah, that's like, I don't know, if you play it normally, I think that's 10 minutes in. But yeah, he dances a lot and he's doing everything. But really everything. He jumps off the ship because he thinks Yuna is in trouble. When they go to the Mount Gagazet ruins. And I mean, who jumps off a ship just like that? It's ridiculous. They really made his character very dense, very, very well played out. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Well, technically it's not in your face. Yeah, we are up close in the camera, but he is thrusting in Yuna's face, or trying to, so you know from the start what the intentions are. Yeah, I don't know if he likes it that much, if he turned the game off at that moment. It could also be that he might not be into brother. But if it was Goku, maybe that would be better. Yes, he is. From Sid's side, yeah, Yuna is Sid's niece. And brother is the son of Sid, so yeah. He is her cousin. But it's, yeah, I don't know. In some countries, like cousins, yeah, being involved. In some countries it's legal, in some countries it's illegal. But I think in most Western societies it's accepted because it's not really a form of incest. There's more than two people's blood mingling. So yeah. It's frowned upon, but it's not illegal. Let's just say it like that. So I'm looking at this overdrive mode chart, and yeah, we are going to have to kill a lot of sinscales, especially with Lulu. She takes 300 times to damage something to learn the overdrive mode. So that's going to be annoying. Slayer one, it's not so bad. We're gonna get Slayer earlier than Warrior on everyone. So that's a nice one. Yeah, have a good recording, Raku. And I will see you around. Thanks for joining. Always a pleasure to have you around. And maybe until in a little while, and maybe until the next one. So, on the topic of the overdrive mode chart, there's actually a few here that I didn't know existed in the game. I don't know if it's implemented for 10.2 or for 10.2 for the remaster, but I didn't know dancer was a thing. So that is when the character evades. You have rook, and that is when reduce damage or nullifies damage by null blaze, null shock, null tide, null frost, protect shell, and reflect. So obviously I was overpowered in my first playthrough, and in most of the other playthroughs I didn't know that was a thing. Also, internet didn't exist, so how the hell would I know? So yeah, there's and Sufferer. The gauge fills at the start of the character's turn while afflicted with a status ailment. This includes silence, sleep, doom, darkness, slow poison, zombie, and confuse. Yeah, if you one-shot stuff, or you 2-3 shot stuff, or you put them to sleep, yeah, ain't gonna happen much. Yeah, it's cool to see that there's so many overdrive modes. Guess my 200 hour playthrough that I deleted by accident, I guess it missed some stuff. You learn something new every day. I should have started a counter to see how many we kill. I am wondering how... yeah, I had a playthrough of 200 hours, more than 200 hours. I had pretty much all my characters maxed out stats. The only thing I had to work on was luck, because that's just a bitch. And I think agility for some characters, because some characters start out with pretty much low agility. So I think I was working on that. And yeah, I killed all the Dark Aeons. The only thing I didn't kill, because I didn't know how to summon him, was Penance. I didn't even know he existed back then. But yeah, I had like all the things unlocked. I had all the secret. I didn't have all the overdrive modes apparently. Hey, jump, crouch. Oh my god, can't talk anymore. Glad to see you're here. Yeah, everyone wants Waka to win that Blitzball game. But yeah, the Blitzball roster that I had on that save file, that was also pretty much insane. I know I had Brother as my midfielder and Titus as a left attacker. I think I recruited Waka later on, so he was on a very much lower level than the others. I think at the time that Titus was at level 50 in the Blitzball team, that Brother was already like level 70 or 80, but he could like just grab that ball from the start and just swim forward because he has the increased speed. He's dang fast. He just goes by the defense of the other team, just like shoots the ball in, like straight up one mans the entire game, every game again. And if I wanted to make it harder myself, I just like try to pass to Titus and try to break through the defenses. Yeah, Blitzball was just like, I have Brother, I don't need all the other members. The only thing I didn't get while doing the Blitzball is the learning of the abilities when the others used it. I used to spam that X button when the tag copy comes up, and I don't know, sometimes it just wouldn't register it, and sometimes it would say level is too low. Well, then you get some feedback. Yeah, I do. I am trying to convince you of that. He's like one of the best Blitzball players you can have on your team. Because, yeah, he starts out with high stats, but his stats continue to grow a lot. And if you like take the goalkeeper from Luca, Jumal, he starts with, I think, 14 catch, but after a while his stats like flatten out and he starts to become more of a defender or a midfielder even. So he's not that he's useful in the short term, but yeah, it's better to keep like Keepa around. At first he's like a gigantic piece of poo, but if you get him into the higher levels, he's like something they almost can't get through. And Brothers, like, he starts with decent stats, and he continues to like get better and better. So yeah, he really does something useful in Blitzball. I'm not gonna say in anything else, but at least in Blitzball, he is amazing. And every time I play through this game, when I get to the airship, I just straight up, I kick Larry out of the team and I recruit Brother into the team. I recruit Waka into the team because, yeah, who doesn't want to have Waka in his team? I mean, he's like the OG Blitzballer of the party. Well, technically that's not true because Titus does play Blitzball 1,000 years prior to Waka. Give or take a few years, but I guess it would be 995 years. Because he started playing for 5 years ago. I don't know. No, wait, he started Blitzball. Oh, the lore. When he was 12, I think he says something like that on Besaid. So and he is around he's around the age of 20, I think. I think it's 20 or 21, so that would be like 9 years. So 991 years before Waka even played Blitzball once. My brain hurts. I want those overdrive modes. So I'm also looking at how much AP that one sinscale gives us when we kill one. And it gives 2 AP per kill, or 3 per overkill. So I guess the payout isn't going to be as big as I thought it was going to be. But then again, one of the last playthroughs that I watched was a modded one when the guy used I think a 16 times speed up and just like let this game, the remastered version then, like let it play itself. He set up and he just like rubber banded his controller and just went to sleep for 12 hours. And when he came back, he had his characters all at level 99. So, yeah, don't think that's going to happen. Although, you don't really have such high AP requirements to level up. So I guess it's like this give and take thingy. All by all, I don't think I'd get to level 99 because that does really require a lot of AP. At least I would have a lot of spheres that they drop, so that would be cool. Could pay Waka really fast. So anyone that remembers Waka the 23rd Merchant Extraordinaire, he's like the only one that believes in the cause of Yuna. Well, he and his brother once. I think that's like a really nice touch Owaka even gets put to prison for us because he helps us, and he's not ashamed of it. Yeah, it's a really nice touch. I also liked his character presentation a lot, but I didn't really like the character much. Ah, the first overdrive mode Slayer. Slayer. So I'm not even trying, but you're already implemented in the game. You should feel honored. So if we got Slayer on Titus, that means, well, apart from all the other enemies that I killed with him, I would say you need 100 kills to get that one. Worst case scenario, I think we're already at 80 pieces. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And so Waka needs only 90 enemies, so he's about the next one to get it. Kimari needs 120 enemies killed. But I don't like using Kimari all that much, so... Yeah, I must say, I'm not getting tired of hearing this boss battle music one bit. Wait, what? I think you need Jesus? Well, people, I don't know if it's on my end or if it's on New Gundam's end. Maybe someone else heard it. I don't know what I said anymore, so maybe you can fill in the blanks. Yeah, I have memory leakage. I'm not a computer, but I have memory leakage. But yeah, the music, I don't know what it is. From the first time that I played this game, this whole soundtrack, it just struck me on all the right strings. Or how do you say it? It's really amazing. I could just put on like any music and any song from the, what's it called now? Dang it. From the soundtrack. Wow. So I could put on any song of the soundtrack, and yeah, I could just like shuffle randomly and play that song for 2 hours, and when it would stop, I would be like, huh? Wait, I did put it on for 2 hours. Oh, it has been 2 hours. So yeah, I completely lose myself in the music. well, they have their not so good songs, but yeah, the OST. Yes, exactly. Ah, Waka learned Slayer. Nice. And Slayer say to the people on the app that they should stop stalking you while you are watching. Like AAA gameplay. Or something like that. I'm not too confident with tooting my own horn. But I must say, I am enjoying myself, so either I have like this very weird way of having fun, or it's not just me. Family? You have gameplay here. Tell them to watch them as well. I guess if it's like parents or something, they might not enjoy. But if it's like a nephew, maybe if they're young enough, they might like it. I don't know. Just don't bring in too many people, because I might get really embarrassed and stuff like that. So I don't know. Oh. I can't even remember if I said it or if someone else is about to say it. So if I said it, I am sorry. If I didn't, I am sorry. Your mom, aunt, and uncle are stalking you. That's a lot of people. And Titus learned warrior. Nice. So he has kind of all the overdrive modes that I want him to learn. So maybe I can swap out Titus with, I guess, Lulu. So I can start like abusing all her MP. And I will do just that. Have some fire. Well, it's not a YouTube app, because if she would have, if she would be stalking, if she would be stalked in the YouTube app, she wouldn't be able to watch the live stream. So I know that much. You just say you drew it. Don't say that you have it from a site, and then just like ask money from them. I don't know, can you draw? Let's mix it up and use some thunder. I would think that's a creature emerging from another creature that's like constantly in water would be weak to lightning. But I guess the fact that they fly from the fin, yeah, they'd be dry again. So, yeah, I kind of, yeah, never mind. Blizzard. Yeah, I also see WhatsApp. Yeah, they're just drawing your attention away. The bad puns. I always feel like such a punny person, but when it comes down to it, I can never nail like a good pun. I don't know. If it's text based, yeah, it's okay if I'm typing. But if I'm talking, the puns just never, ever end well. And I love punning so much. Also, if you're wondering, because I think I didn't do this in the, I guess I didn't add this in the description, is I am going to play until either I get bored of the battles or if I'm running out of time, but I'll try and manage it until I get to the next save point. And I'll make a little extra video on YouTube as well. So if you miss like this last part, the whole stream will be live or will be uploaded to YouTube as well. But I'm also going to make like this separate little video in which I take the few cutscenes that are in this live stream, so you can rewatch those as well as the entire live stream. I think that's like, for the people that can't join, it's like this golden middle road. And yes, they should send me to the penitentiary. Penitentiary. Oh my god, reading difficult. I like the idea of throwing a bit of water at an enemy and they die. It's like throw a glass of water without the glass and that person just evaporates into little fireflies. It's like, yep, I'm the new boss of this company now. Wish it were that simple. Halfway through Lulu's MP, or as good as. So I forgot if Kimari also learned Slayer yet. I guess I didn't. University. Yep. Well, technically, if you have the closing scene of Final Fantasy X, well, she does give everyone quite a bit of a lecture. So, is it really a pun? Is it really? No, I feel like seeing laser beam, so I'm gonna let this one attack. And I saw that Lulu doesn't have all her HP, so yeah, I'm sorry. But the lore geek in me just like he was like, I'm proud of myself that knowing all this stuff. Wow, that hurts quite a bit. Oh. I didn't know they did like 100 damage with the Spine's attack. But I got to see laser beams, so get all Star Warsy up in here. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. You know, let's do some cheering and get Lulu and Yuna their attack up as well. So normally they hit like 10 damage or something like that. So let's see how much how much damage they can do with their physical attacks. That's number 3. Yeah. So have you played Final Fantasy X-2 as well or not? I know that everyone says like it's not as good as Final Fantasy X, and I kind of understand why. But it's like some sort of masterpiece in its own right. I know it has like a lot more cliches, but I mean, there's like choices in the game that actually matter. Oh, it's okay. So yeah, I don't know. It's like it's different, but it's also like really good in its own unique kind of way. I mean, the story is mushy as hell, but if you're a teenager, you love stuff like that or something. Okay, so what's like the best chapter of that game, in your opinion? Just wanna find out if I'm like a crybaby or not. Well, to be honest, I am I am a very emotional person, so you have that, but yeah. 58 damage. Nice. But yeah, the mechanics were nice. The moment you get the dress spheres, like you said, but you also have like the I forgot how they called, like the ultimate dress spheres, like full throttle for pain, and what is it, floral fatale for Yuna, and then the mech one for Riku. Yes, that is true. That is the best scene. And she is right. I mean, people are like at peace and they are making war out of nothing. Literally out of nothing. But I think, well, I don't think it, I am pretty sure about it. The chapter that kind of wins it in all ways for me is, and I hope I don't get the chapter number wrong, but it's chapter 4. Even though it's the shortest, you can't do anything except for like the entire concert, but they managed to like make that entire chapter and that entire cutscene that happens, it's so emotional heavy. Even if you just you're playing a game, but you get so involved in the story, and it's like, I don't know. I used to be quite a crybaby with stuff like this, but I mean that scene, that cutscene of like the part where, yes, 1,000 words, that part, but the whole cutscene that plays along with the song, it just like rips right through your soul, right through every being in yourself. I don't know, man. There's like little games or little movies that could get me at like that level. And yeah, it's kind of an emotional game overall, and the story is a bit mushy. But I don't know, man. Like that whole chapter, the lead up to the concert, and then the concert itself, and the song. I mean, they like nailed it 10 times over. It's kind of a shame that when I look when I'm looking on my phone and I'm trying to, like, at work, get Spotify to play Final Fantasy music in the background, there's like certain songs that only come up in Japanese, and like one of them is like 1,000 words. It's such a shame I don't get it in English. I can't seem to find it, and it's such a shame. But on the other hand, maybe it's better that that it's not on there, that I'm like working and I start crying out of nothing. Well, for the people, the co-workers, they would be like, huh? Well, why is he crying all of a sudden? So yeah, that would be very weird. But yeah. It's getting warm in here. I'm also very glad that my cold, like today, it just went away. So I'm so glad that my throat isn't being all dried up and messy and I have to cough all the time. So that's a very nice thing. Very nice indeed. No, you got that wrong. You've got that very wrong. It's time for food. You misspelled. But you could have also written doof as an error. So, but enjoy your food. And if I'm still streaming, I hope I'll see you again. And if I'm not streaming anymore by the time that you can return, have a nice evening and I will see you later. Lots of overkills. All them extra 1 APs. Yep, I'm gonna get region levels. Just gonna have like a big problem with spheres, so I won't be able to progress my characters. But it has its perks, so I won't be like too OP. Wouldn't want to do like 1000 damage against mobs that only have 200 HP. There has to be some tactical value in it. I forgot which sphere grid I took. I think it's the basic one. For it has more nodes than expert, but it also it's easier access to steal and use, which are two abilities that I am fond of in RPGs. I just love stealing items, and this game puts on really nice twists that you can constantly keep on, well, attempting to steal the items. Not like other installments that when you have to steal once, and when you stole the item, that's it. Or like Final Fantasy 9, you have 4 tiers of item that could be stolen. But here you have like the normal steal and the rare steal, and you can technically steal infinite items from enemies, and there are some very good ones the moment that steal technically comes available. So I think I might steer Kimari in the way of where Riku her sphere grid would be. So when I get my first key sphere to open the lock, I could go and get steel, and that way we could cheese the game even more. Because who doesn't like a good cheese? And while we are talking about cheese, what's your favorite kind of cheese? Or what's the cheesiest cheese tactics that you've used in games? Ranging from over leveling to like, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid tactic plays of changing your controller from slot 1 to slot 2, so you could beat like that one boss. Yeah, Psycho Mantis. That was like a boss. Man, for whoever who played Metal Gear Solid, the first one, Psycho Mantis, damn. When I was so young, I couldn't understand how to beat that one. And then my brother came home, he's like, yeah, you have to put the controller into the other slot. And then the battle, it's like immediately, not immediately, but it's over because he can't read you anymore. I mean, that's like PlayStation 1 programming at its best. Yeah. And why don't you like cheese that much, Slayer? Everyone likes cheese. But yeah, I mean, it's that's like game coding at its best. The amount of astonishment that we had when we discovered that. It's like, dang, man. You wouldn't really think that the game was like using your own inputs against you, so you couldn't progress on the boss. But how come? There's like all kinds of cheeses. You have like yeah, so you like cheese because you do it on a spaghetti. That's a good cheese. That's a way of cheesing your spaghetti, if you know what I mean. It's not the same as cheesing a game, but yeah, you cheese your spaghettis. I do that as well. And if I could, I would like spaghetti my cheese, but yeah, have to watch out for the calories a little bit. But I would make my spaghetti upside down. I would like make the plate all bottom cheese, put a layer of sauce on top of that, and just put a few strings of spaghetti on top of it. Yeah, that's true. I have food I don't like. I don't like mustard. I really don't know how people can eat mustard. It's like yucky. But let's talk about fun things, not mustard. Let's talk about the upside down spaghetti. I should try that out one time. Like take a mixture of parmesan and mozzarella, and then like simple Gouda. Like flake it all, put it on the bottom of the plate. Make like a basic spaghetti sauce, because basic is like, yeah, that's enough. And then put the and then put like a few strings of spaghetti on top of it. Even make it uncooked so it looks like the flaked cheese. Yeah. An upside down spaghetti. Yes. Well, I say upside down. Actually, it should be like inverted. Would be like the proper term. Because you would change like all the, yeah, inverted. Yeah, I could go for spaghetti right now. Spaghetti always goes in. It's just too tasty. Put some basil in it, some mushrooms, maybe a bit of thyme to spice it up in a notch. Some peppers, lots of tomatoes, onions and garlic. Yeah, that's a good time. And Kimari has become a warrior. Nice. So yeah, food. We all love our food. Well, we should. Because if you don't like food, yeah, you're gonna have a. Ooh, you even learned Slayer now. But if you don't like food, you have a problem, because you have to like eat to survive. So unless you have some internal problems, and you have to live with like the yeah, what's it called, the sachet with water and fluids, and they have to put it into you like that. But let's just not let's just pretend that we're not like that. It's not a fun time. But yeah, food is nice. Almost as nice as killing 1,000 sinscales. Which I have no idea how many we killed. Guess I should write down at the end how many AP I get, so I can kind of calculate it out. But then again, I haven't been keeping track on how many overkills I got. So that's gonna be hard to like figure that out again. Because I have no idea how many percentages are crits. But we're going steady. I think that his fin would be like degrading or something like that. Like chunks should start to disappear from it. But on the other hand, it's like a really massive beast, so yeah, maybe he's just pulling them from underwater again. Imagine that the game would say like, yeah, that's it, that were all the enemies. Just like a prompt comes up, 404, enemy not found. If the game would freeze at that moment, I would be salty as hell. But if it just like would force me to kill the fin, I would be okay with it. A little bit salty, but okay. Also, I don't like salt. There's like lots of people that do salt on French fries. I hate it. Makes you thirsty. And you don't want that. Already drink enough as is. I'm not even talking alcohol. Because I can't really talk about alcohol because I barely drink anything. So I'm good on that part. A very nice boy. The bad part for that is also if I drink like one beer, it's like immediately raising into my head, and yeah, if I have two, I'm basically almost as done as a well done steak. So it's a good thing I don't drink often. Yeah, we're dragging this battle out really nice. I love it when a plan comes together. So, Kimari already learned Slayer. Oh yeah, Waka already did a while ago. Oh my god. I'm still thinking that he should still learn it. So I'm waiting for like, I don't know, stuff to fall from the trees. Oh, there are no trees. A-team? The A-team? For some odd reason, I have trouble imagining the song again. How does he really says that? What's his name? Hannibal? Yeah, Hannibal. Yes, I am a very slacky person. I know. So you've got Hannibal, the one with the cigar. Then you've got wow, I'm really struggling to remember all this. Yeah, I wasn't really too big on the show. You have Face, that's like the Face, the pretty face. And they're always trying to go after the ladies. I would say T-Bone, but it's not T-Bone. The black guy. BA. Yeah, BA Baracus. Oh my god. How do I get to T-Bone? Yeah, the last one is Murdoch. He's like the crazy engineer. Yeah, BA is the muscles. I pity the fool. I do remember that. Oh, and now I also remember the song. Yeah. Yes. That is... Yeah, I don't know why. I never really got into the show too much. But then again, I wasn't really a person that watched TV all that much. Well, partly true, I guess. If it's music, you couldn't beat me away with a stick if you would try to. But like TV shows, I don't know, man. Except for like Pokemon, and some other animes, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I was stuck on TV. But if it's like the A-Team or MacGyver, that didn't really do too much to me. And as a kid, if you're like bored out of your head, you will just sit there and watch TV, but it just never stuck to me. I don't know. But yeah, Pokemon did stick with me, which I'm happy for. Because Pokemon is it's like a good series, even though the Alola ones changed the drawing style out for a new one. And I don't know, I haven't watched Journeys yet, but yeah, it's I don't know, it always worked out. And even though Ash is 10 years for over 25 years now. Yeah, he's looking as young as ever. Can't say that I look the same as 25 years ago. But then again, I'm glad I don't look like that, because it would be very awkward. I would look like a 6-year-old. Yeah, don't think that's gonna work to find a job and find a girlfriend, have kids. Yeah, that would be very, very weird. I have no idea. Yeah, you always have some haters somewhere, but you know that deep down they do love their Pokemon. I mean, you've got like the people that's like, yeah, Gen 1 was the and all the rest is like a weak subtraction of that. But I think even though that there's been like every generation there has been like the weird Pokemon that you think like, wait, what? I don't know. Every generation has something like that, and every generation has a new mechanic that's fun again. And the story, well, technically you don't have to play the games for the story, but they try. It's not too complicated, it's not too convoluted, and I think that every setting of Pokemon really has like this nice factor to it. And yeah, some are better than others, but yeah, I think everyone can enjoy a certain version of Pokemon at least. I think like the games that I didn't like that much were like the Pokemon Ranger, because to like get them all it's possible, but for some it was so annoying to get certain encounters to work, because like I'm not sure anymore, but I think like Steelix or something, he would like go so close to the edge that you couldn't even close your circle up, and then that way you would lose. And I've tried Pokemon Conquest, but I've never really gotten into that game, so maybe I should try that one out again. But that also had like different mechanics from the normal games, so I kind of struggled to keep along with that. And yeah, I think the third game, or the third series that I don't like that much from Pokemon, or delete it as you will, I think that would be like the Colosseum game, the first one on the GameCube, because it's so slow. I don't know. I do like the way that they've like got the early 3D models, but the game just goes so slow. I don't know. I do know that in Colosseum XD, the one with the, I think that's the one with the Lugia on the box, that the animations for like certain actions and stuff were shortened, so the battles go a little bit quicker, and that game is more enjoyable that way. And there's wild Pokemon at least. Not much, but there's wild Pokemon. So I think that's like my top 3 worst things of Pokemon, I guess. And if I would like pick a region, that's the worst for me. But yeah, I don't know, the worst region, like most people say Hoenn because of all the water. I think they added like this real nice exploration mechanic to it with the diving. Ik heb cola gesmast. Ja, ik ga er ook wel zo kappen ermee. Ik ben blij dat het maar gewoon op de voorkant van mijn laptop is. Oh, and apparently I muted my mic and I demuted it by accident. So yeah, I spilled some drink over my laptop like a clumsy idiot that I am. But you're not the only one with the bad typing. I also have like these days that I'm horrible at typing something. And as I'm watching the timer for the I would say recording, but it's not a recording, for the live streaming, I see that we're well approaching the 2-hour mark. So I think when that ticks over 2 hours, so that's in about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, I will progress the story forward to the point that that I can save, and we will call it a day for today. I feel like that's a nice little touch to do. And because I spilled, I still haven't got anything to drink yet. Oh well, I just hope I don't get another of those annoying coughing sprees. But I feel like this is a good link to go back to Pokemon. Coughing is a really funny Pokemon. Even though it's like really prevalent and it's like nearly unusable in some of the earlier games because of lack of moves, and the stats aren't really that optimized. Well, a lot of stats aren't optimized, to be honest. But yeah, coughing, I like that one. Even if he like, I think one of the moves that he learns as a Weezing is, I think, flamethrower in one of the earlier games. I think it's like the coverage that you don't expect if you take that into like a battle with your friends. Yeah, you can really catch them off guard, and I think it's really nice. And the fun thing is that with the addition of the fairy typing in generation 5, I think, no 6, that poison types were viable again, even though there wasn't really too much of a use for them. But yeah, it opened up a little bit more for like coughing and other poison types that weren't used much, to find a little niche again in teams. Because poison types, I don't know, it's like you have them for grass types, but most grass types are also poison types, so you only do neutral damage. What's also weak against poison? I think that's actually about it. I think grass is weak to poison, and then fairy, but yes, we are talking about Pokemon while we are playing Final Fantasy X. I mean, I used to think that Final Fantasy was my best loved franchise, but as I couldn't get into Final Fantasy 15 proper, I don't know. My love for the series hasn't gone, but my love for Pokemon, I think, has overgrown my love for Final Fantasy. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's also been too long since I properly played like a Final Fantasy game and took my time for it. So let's see. Slayer's almost full on the overdrive, so let us try. And well, I'm a few minutes early, but I can stretch it out with Slayer. Let's just kill some sinscales to the overdrive. Yeah, well, that was quick. That's filled already. So it's the B1 with the wings, so I can kill you. Wow, I don't even kill it. That was a miscalculation. Not that I calculated anything, but that was a miscalculation. Zap. So I know I have to use magic. And let's just kill this one to avoid even more unnecessary damage. And let's kill this one now. Let's just top it off till we get to the 2-hour mark. So we have 3 more. I guess I can kill 2 at least. And then I have 1 left, and if that one does spines, it's not too bad. As long as only one of them get the spines thingy, then it technically is okay. I don't even know. Is it possible for more than one to get like the wings flickering on their turn? Or is it like always maximum 1? Questions. I also wish that that Slayer would have a cure when you get the Aeon. Oh well. So maybe I can just stretch it until the 2-hour mark is here. There we go. Let's see, energy ray on the boss, and let's see if we can one-shot it. I doubt I will, because I haven't really leveled Yuna up, so I don't think it will do that much damage. Yeah, half. Yeah, the fin has 2000 damage, so 2 ways to go about it is to try and get the maximum. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage. So we're just gonna have to see if we can again. Oh yeah, I haven't really checked how many turns the enemies could take. Yep, but I mean, I'm sorry. Did you have a good lunch? Or good dinner at least? It's not really lunch. It's a bit too late for that. How was dinner? We already were talking about spaghetti and stuff, so we also had some kind of dinner. And I gave my laptop dinner because I accidentally poured a drink over it, which yeah, it's not the best of ideas, but damage was minimal. But I was attempting to one-shot the fin with my overdrive, and it did like half HP, so kind of failed in that. But the stream has gone for over 2 hours now, and well, bye bye. We can manage without. I am sorry I let you die, Slayer. That's not true. I did mute my mic, but I accidentally pressed a button on something and I demuted. So yeah. Oops. Let's see, 900 HP left. He should go down quickly. Technically, it's the sinscales. You were killed by laser beams, so it's a way to go at least. Wow, Yep. Next time you're coming to cook over here. Even just that little recipe thingy should like be enough to revive Slayer in game. Maybe I could just like hacks it in or something. I don't know. But that really does sound amazing. I can't. As I said, when you get Velfor or Slayer, you only have the attack, the delay attack, and you have the 4 black magics. You don't have cure yet. You can get it only later on when you get taught how to teach abilities to your Aeons. Which technically it's not too far off, but yeah, it's impossible yet. I think that the Finn will need one more attack. Yes, smoky flavors absolutely rock. In the supermarket near where we live, there's like, I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit more. There's like this yeah, they have their what's it called, their butchery inside of the shop, and they have like the smoked how do you call it? It's not really bacon. Let's just call it bacon for easy for easy wordings. But when you like cook them in normal means, like doing the pan on the stove, it's so amazing. And if you put them on a barbecue, it's even better. It's meant for barbecue, but it's so great, that smoky flavor. But that's like the only thing with smoky flavor that they do right though. I can't swap discs. There's only one disc on Final Fantasy X. No, it's pork meat. It's the belly fat. I would say lard, but it's not really lard as well. Bacon is something else in Dutch. We call it spek. And bacon is bacon. So, yeah. That static moving blitzball. So apparently we got flushed off. And he's here to save us with an X potion. Because that's the animation of an X potion. And I don't have an X potion yet. So Waka is cheating. And I'm also ruining like the cutscene, so yes, he is cheating. I know it's time for dolphins. No, boss battle part 2. Luckily this one doesn't take that long. I think that these sinscales don't even give extra AP. Yes, Raku, I was attempting to finish it up. I said at the 2-hour mark I was gonna go and progress the story until the next save point. So yeah, you're technically in time to still see Kilika getting wrecked like a mother tutor. But it could be that bacon is like the spec that we call it. So, oh, I should use dark attack on the boss. Oh, god damn it! See, me getting all distracted and stuff. Ah, silly me. Well, it's in my name, so I am forgiven. And yes, Waka, well, technically he is older than us and he has more experience and not items, dark attack. Also, as a English speaking person, try to like say the name of that boss. It's like Sinspawn Achilles, which kind of sounds like Achilles. But first for the 50th year. And yes, Kilika is off to a bad time. But they had it coming. Kilika beasts. Well, they may have their Lord O'Holland from ages ago. But they're not the best blitzball team anymore. On the other hand, the temple is safe, so there's nothing to worry about. Because we can still get our Aeon. And we can still rename it when we get there. So I want comments on my videos. I want to rename people in my Let's Play. Ooh, almost got the overdrive on Titus. And now you should do a dark attack because he actually does 3 drain attacks and then, or 2. I can't remember it anymore. And now for the most epic fail because of input lag. Yeah. Oh, I still got the overkill. Nice. Yeah, you could comment for a name again, but I would save that one for another one, if you wouldn't mind. Because yeah, the next Aeon is Ifrit, and if you, I don't think Ifrit was going to be so happy if you call him girly, because it's like not girly at all. But 14, 15, 12, 14, 15 levels. Yeah, it's quite a lot. And lots of money, so we can like pay Waka in one time. And now the epic cutscene, so I'm going to be silent a little bit more. Shh. Let's start praying. Yeah, you could. And yeah, it's... I haven't really thought about it like that. Kilika, kill. That's
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira.
that's a nice one.
I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
And so, we have arrived in Kilika. Or the remnants of Kilika.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
They just like, huh? What? So here we are at a nice little sunset. We're going to save our game. And I'm gonna call it for today. I am very thankful for everyone that that came on, that started chatting, started being silly with me, and started being serious as well. And yeah, we did a good number on Kilika. We did a good number on the sinscales, and they're like hammering away already. So maybe if I can go a little bit backwards. So thank you again, everyone, for joining, and I hope I will see you around. See you next